I want to quickly show you my workflow for exporting images, uploading them into Backlight, and creating an album. I've been doing a lot of this lately because I ripped up my website a while back and I've been rebuilding my albums. So the first thing to know is that I am in Capture One. I am not a Lightroom user anymore. So this is the workflow for everybody else. I'm going to come over here to my website. So I've got my website on the left. I've got Backlight on the right. I'm going to be creating an album of beach photos. These are local beaches here in San Francisco. And so I'm going to be uploading them into United States, California, San Francisco Bay Area, which is currently empty. I'm already navigated into that location in Backlight, as you can see here. So I'm going to add an album, give it the name Beaches, and press enter to quickly create it. And I'm already in the Beaches album. As you can see, if I refresh my website, you can see that we now have the empty Beaches album displaying on the page. So that's great. We're going to add photos. So give that a click. And this is ready to receive. So that means I need to make photos. I've already created a collection in Capture One. Here I've got a bunch of collections where I'm organizing albums from my website. So this maps to the exact same organizational structure of my website. I've got Travel and Street. I've got United States, California, San Francisco Bay Area, and Beaches. I just find that it's, in lieu of having published services, in Lightroom you've got published services that kind of maps to the organizational structure of your website. In other software we don't have published services, and so I create that structure using my collections. So then I'm just going to highlight these. I'm going to export them. I export my images at 2048 pixels on the long edge, so we'll export those. And while they're going, I want to create a thumbnail image that I'm going to use. These are beaches. I'm also really into like sky. I like earth and sky. So I'm going to choose this image to be my thumbnail because I've got a beautiful sky. It's a lovely sunset, great color. I think the beach is really obvious. I've got some reflections in the sand. I think that's going to make a really nice graphic thumbnail for my album. So I'm going to clone a variant. If you're familiar with Lightroom, that's the same as a virtual copy. And then I'm going to edit that to give it a different crop. Cover images, which are the thumbnails for album sets on my website, are square shaped. So I'm going to crop it right about there. I think that looks nice. And I'm going to wait for my first export to finish. And then I'm going to export my thumbnail. Thumbnails on my website are 680 pixels. That is not an arbitrary number. It's just what I've designed my site around. My cover images are 680 pixel squares. So now that's out, I can go to my folder where I've been dumping things. Here are all my images. I know that this one is my thumbnail image because of the file name. And so I always compress them before I upload them. I use a piece of software called JPEG Mini, and this will save us some space. So I drag them in here, let them compress. So I've saved myself about 1.5 meg on the total image volume for this upload. So I'm going to deselect my thumbnail. I'm going to take just the album images, drag them over, and add them to my album. Let them upload. JPEG Mini, by the way, is paid software. I like it a lot. It's also got a Capture One plugin. There's also a Lightroom plugin, I think. It's good. But if you want a free alternative, you can look into something called Image Optim. I can't remember whether a Windows version is available. It's definitely available for Mac, and it might be available for both systems. But it's free, so you could check it out. I don't think it's quite as robust as JPEG Mini, but everything I've read is that it does just as good a job for the image compression. So these are complete. I'm going to go back to my album, and I can reload that. So you can see it's just grabbing a random thumbnail, which is fine. If I go in, there's all my images. The album is published. The only thing I want to do is I want to get the custom thumbnail that I made. So in Backlight, in my sidebar, if this is closed, you can open it up by pressing that button. I go to cover image, none set, upload custom, choose file. Going to choose my thumbnail, upload, and now it's done. So that's it. That is my Beaches album. As you can see, it's really easy and really fast to get your images out of Capture One or whatever software you're using and to get them uploaded into an album in Backlight 3. And yeah, that's my workflow. I've been doing a lot of that. If you go onto my website, it's Campagna Photography, you can see it's incomplete, but I've been building out the galleries again, which has been a long time coming. I'm really excited to finally get this stuff working. So yeah, I hope you found this informative, if not helpful. And I hope, as always, you're enjoying Backlight 3. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.